more accustomed to bad news than the Halo community. Halo and bad news goes together like french fries and ketchup. It's basically all you ever get from Halo.
Oh, okay. Well, that was that that was that Asmongold video. Oh boy, so this is Penguin 0Z talking about the Halo drama now. Oh no. Let's find out.
There is no community more accustomed to bad news than the Halo community.
Tell me about it. I've been having to deal with bad news since Halo 5 Guardians. We have had nothing but bad news since Halo 5 Guardians. Still no Halo 3 remaster. You know, I would eat that up. I would eat that schlop up so hard. And I know it would be schlop, but I love Halo 3. I would be more than happy to have an excuse to play Halo 3 again. Ooh.
Halo and bad news goes together like french fries and ketchup. It's basically all you ever get from Halo is more doom and gloom that just puts a big frown on your face. And it is just so sad to see. And just when you think that it has hit rock bottom and can't get worse for the franchise, they always find new lows. Most recently with their potential big investment into Gen AI for the upcoming Halo titles, which we'll dive into in a moment. But for
not generative AI.
Halo has been in such a sorry state. For what was once a juggernaut in the gaming space, an absolute trailblazer, a powerful IP that the world knew and respected, Halo has been reduced to just kind of like a sad queef and like an afterthought in the modern...
No, listen, here's what you gotta do. You just gotta pretend that Halo 4 and Halo 5 Guardians doesn't exist, and then treat Halo Infinite as a DLC. And then only buy Halo Infinite, period, whenever it's on sale. Only if it's on sale for like $10 to like $20. Like, Halo Infinite was not amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. It was extremely mid. Like, you can say Halo 4 and 5. Halo 4 was like okay mid as well, but Halo 5 garbage. Like, the series isn't in this like terrible, no good, very bad state. I think Halo Infinite's multiplayer is alright. Issue is I suck at it, so I just... Issue is I suck at it and I don't care about trying to get better.
Day and age. The only time you hear Halo brought up nowadays is when there's new information like this about Gen AI and how it's going to be crucial to upcoming Halo titles, and people shooting spitballs at it and making a
Well, of course, because 343's broke. The Halo Infinite didn't do as good as they did. Halo Infinite didn't do as good as they expected. What else happened? 4 and 5 were also massive failures, so they probably scrounged up what little they had in order to make, you know, Halo Infinite. And again, Halo Infinite, mediocre game. I assume a lot of people. I specifically played it only because I had Xbox Game Pass. I didn't own the campaign. I didn't pay $60 for the campaign. I just had Game Pass Ultimate for a bit.
Of the 343.
So yeah, they're gonna have to. They're using generative AI because they can't afford to pay people for their shop anymore. I mean, the game's been sloppy for like the last 3 games. What's the difference between having a computer make the schlop now in comparison to a human make the schlop? There's no difference, so it doesn't really matter.
Halo decade that we've been unfortunately subjected to. Even when they do have a win, like Halo Infinite's multiplayer on launch, a lot of people, myself included, really enjoyed the Infinite multiplayer. The problem was, they released it in such a bare-bones state and didn't tend to it for about 2 years. So you could spend like 3 weeks...
Yeah, the Halo Infinite, the multiplayer was good, but you had to pay for every cosmetic and you had to pay for every cosmetic. If you wanted any cosmetic, you pretty much had to pay for it. What you got from the very first free battle pass was horrible, and if you wanted anything decent, again, you would have to pay money for the battle pass or spend absurd amounts of money for the customization items in the shop, which was like what, $8 for a helmet. They priced it as like Halo coins, and like $1 was coming to 100 coins or whatever. I don't think it was called Halo coins, but that doesn't matter. The fact is that 100 coins equals $1. I remember the helmets, $8. You really want me to pay $8 for a helmet when I have the helmet, the chest piece, the shoulder pads, the knee pads, the utility, armor effect? So you do 8 times 6? 48. You could buy a game. You could buy Hollow Knight and Silk Song with change for $48. in comparison to like getting a decent, in comparison to getting a Spartan that you liked looking at.
Grinding it, and you basically finish everything Halo Infinite's multiplayer had to offer, and they didn't add anything or update it for 2 years, and they couldn't deliver on any of their promises. Like with Forge coming out in that time, it took them so.
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, what I think more than anything is that the future, like the second and third battle pass, from my memory, they sucked. I didn't care about those. Those were boring or terrible, or both. I mainly just did not care. What do I want here? Let's get another source of water. Should I? Let's get another Blessing Waves, actually.
For Forge, and even just the most basic features. They never even followed through on, like, split screen, for example, because it was too hard and confusing or whatever. It's such wasted potential because they did...
Too hard and confusing, yet games from, like, 2014. Games from, like, 2005 to 2014 could do split screen no problem. Yet nowadays you can't.
Did have that good start. People were finally like kind of pumping their fist. Oh, Halo might be back. This is really enjoyable. And they couldn't translate that into momentum because I guess they just all of a sudden took like a 2-year break at the office. They said, all right, job's done. Time's up. Time to clock out and go home and do nothing for the next 2 years. And obviously people kind of got bored of it when there was still nothing being added to it. It was the same thing every time. So even though now in its current state, it's much better. And from a competitive standpoint, it's amazing. Not to suck our own dicks again, but our esports team, Shopify Rebellion, we are literally the Halo World Champions. We just won the World Championship, which is the final...
Wow, that's so cool. Who cares? No one.
HCS World Championship. And it was incredibly hyped to watch this entire season. But it took so long for Halo Infinite to get to this point that most casual players have already checked out and didn't ever come back to the game because it just... too little too late in their eyes, and the gaming industry is moving so fast with so many games coming out, most people aren't willing to give a second chance to a game that they dropped 2 years ago under the...
Me with like, you know what, let's take a look at that again. What's my, what's my, pardon me, what is my list at? So we go to my collections. I have 45 games on my play later list. 3 of them I have installed, and then I have 65 games. Nope, 66 games on my wish list that I want to buy at some point and play. Yeah, there are a lot of games. I've heard good things about Expedition 33. Still have not bought it. Don't have it. Don't play it.
Potential idea
I will
that
never
maybe
play it at this point with how my gaming experience is going, because I'm playing mainly gacha games at this point in comparison to real games.
Doesn't stand behind Halo. The competitive scene may be great, but it's just they weren't able to once again have people believe in Halo. And now there's so little confidence in the 343 team, they rebranded to Halo Studios to try and, start fresh.
And Actman fell for it. He's just like, guys, look, 343's rebranded to Halo Studios. Guys, isn't it awesome? Guys. And then Actman also, when the Halo remake came out, guys, that's awesome, guys, it's so cool. And then he looks on Twitter, and then he realizes, guys, actually, the Halo remake, bad. Why did you add Sprint? Yes, you told him then just change your opinion because online opinion said your opinion was from was the minority. That was so stupid. Bro was so pathetic. Come on. You really think that a company rebranding their names mean they're gonna like turn a new leaf? They're actually gonna do something with their game now? They're gonna actually like do things that the community wants? Doesn't mean anything. You can change your name all you want. You can throw shit at the wall and coat and then paint it with white. The fact is, there's still shit on the wall. You just paint it white now. Like, come on, you're stupid.
Going to a new engine with Unreal 5, abandoning their $500 million investment in the Slipspace engine that crashed and burned for them. And even with this new rebrand and everything under Halo Studios, they still find a way to squeeze defeat from the jaws of victory. Their strategy, based on all available evidence, is to remake their remakes. So they've already confirmed a Halo CE remake.
Well, of course, because it works. It works. It's been proven to work. It will continue to work. That's why game studios have just continuously remake these games, even when they don't really need one. I'm kind of surprised that Borderlands 2 has not had a remake. let's not give Gearbox any ideas.
Which is now the second remake. This is worse than fucking Skyrim re-releasing 1,000 times for every like digital alarm clock and smart fridge on the planet. They
do it because it works, because people pay for it. People think they're gonna have a better experience, so they're gonna get like, I mean, more than anything, yeah, people think they're gonna have a better experience. Shit, that's why I bought like Skyrim twice. I got the original and then I got like the remaster because I thought I was gonna have a better experience. I thought the game was gonna run better, crash less. You know, it was gonna look better too. Now, I would say that it probably does look. I mean, yeah, it does. It does look better slightly. The crash less, yeah. I don't know about perform better, but actually, it kind of does. It does perform better. The thing is, though, it works just because people already know that they like it, and there's a fact that people are more likely to rebuy what they like in comparison to not buy it at all.
Remade Halo CE a while ago, and now they are remaking that remake coming up in 2026, but without multiplayer. So it's just a worse remake. Like, yes, it's on
Why? What's the point of having a remake for a Halo game if you're not gonna have multiplayer, bruh? What's the point? That is Halo's identity. People played Halo. I played Halo because I was slightly better at Halo than Call of Duty because the time to kill was longer, which gave me a better chance to like react to somebody shooting me. At least I felt like I was better because I had a better chance to react. On Call of Duty, it feels like you get melted in like 3 shots. Because usually you do get melted in 3 shots. Halo, people would have to unload their entire magazine and then hit you to game end you sometimes. And at least at that point, it felt like I had the chance to fight back. Instead of COD, where it just felt like this like chud that was homeless, but playing out of this like this gaming cafe, was absolutely like forced twinking everybody to death.
New engine and everything, and it's like a big overhaul and everything. But what the fuck is the point? You've already remade it once, and it's like it's so.
What's
misguided.
the name of the game you're playing? I'm playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. It's a free-to-play gacha game. And I'm grinding the chaos system at the moment so I can get to... They have this thing called the Zero system. Anyways, I got to like the max level on it, and now I can max out planet levels to then get additional gear and cards to like increase... I don't know, just have more character builds to play with in general. And the season ends in like what, 16, 17 days? The current character that's out on the current banner is broken. I would highly recommend getting into the game because the current character is broken. Let's follow orders. Because this guy, if I follow orders, I think I get the book, and I need the book. Let's see. Yep, Chaos Bible.
And they are also now allegedly going to remake.
Never seen the
Halo
fun
2,
of gacha games.
Been, having a remake of its own, and they are going to be remaking Halo 3, which is the first remake there. But they're not doing new Halo. Their strategy seems to be, hey, remember our good Halos? We're doing it again.
It really depends per person. You know, the fun of it for me is that I can play it, and then I have a time limit. That sounds like a bad thing, but it's kind of a good thing at the same time because it gets me to like actually have a diverse set of games. That, and also there's just like some gacha games where you can't really, they have this very unique gameplay style that you can't replicate because nobody else has tried to replicate it in the paid game.
Again,
I usually don't spend money in gacha games either.
Approach, and it's hard for me as a huge fan of Halo to get hyped. And make no mistake, I've been a gigantic fan of Halo my whole entire...
Actually, well, course correct. I've spent like, I think I've played like 6 gacha games. I've spent money on 3 of them. So 50% of the time, I don't spend money on my gacha games.
Fucking life. I got Xbox Live when I was 10 years old to play Halo 2 online. I love this franchise, and I hate what's happened to it. I've even been doing a Legendary Marathon, again, which I've already done on stream, for my gaming channel, and I love it. Revisiting them, they still hold up so well. They are timeless classics, but I don't want to just see them constantly just, like, fucking like revived from the grave like necromancy and with a new, you know, coat of paint on it, new makeup. What the fuck is the point?
Sorry, man, but the normies disagree. Normies like Actman, who's trying to pretend he's not our normie, disagree. Why do you think that bro was so hyped that they were getting a remake of the game? Because he likes that new coat of paint. He wants to have an excuse to replay the game again. And he wants to have he wants the excuse more than anything. Because he could play it again, like you, but he doesn't get achievements for it. Nor does he see anything new, because he already knows how the game how it looks already. Whereas you play a remake, you have a new coat of paint. And yes, you know exactly what you're getting, but if you know what you're getting is good, and if it looks cooler, / better, and performs better, then alright, sure, yeah, that's like free money for the developers. That is just free money for the devs at that point.
Just try and make.
What's the name of the guy behind you? The guy behind me? Oh, this is Moist Critical. But he goes on, but his name is Penguin Z0 on YouTube. I've never understood that. I've never understood why he goes by the name Moist Critical, but he has Penguin Z0 as his like name on YouTube.
With Halos again, it's just so sad. And
but
I know
I call him Penguin 0Z
title
for the
that
memes.
they're working on. We don't have any info there, but
Oh,
we
shit.
do also have info on
this is gonna be a tough ass
their
battle.
big investment into using
kinda boned
AI as a
myself.
crucial component to developing their upcoming Halo games, which again
This
is
guy
a
has
huge fucking
21
L.
morale.
It's such a shame. I was yapping about it on stream. I'm gonna play those clips for you real quick, and then I'll come back in and talk more about it because it just hurts a lot. Again, I fucking love Halo. Like, this is a certified LeBron scream if you love Halo moment. Ah! Like, it is such an incredible, near and dear to my boners franchise that has fallen on hard times for well over a decade now. It's just, it's so sad.
Him and Asmongold, they both kind of look like it. Asmongold looks more greasy and sweaty,
you did just
though.
remind me. I need to whine and complain.
He looks
about
like
something
he
I saw. I don't
showers
wanna
at least
look more
every
into
other
it.
day.
Hopefully what I read was wrong about how Halo Studios is prioritizing remaking the original trilogy. I know they're already doing the CE remake. I've already given my fucking 2 cents on that.
I'm perfectly okay with them remaking Halo 3. I would be more than happy to have an excuse to play Halo 3 again. I just don't have the excuse at the moment, and having it remade would give me the excuse. Would I pay $60 for it, though? Probably not. Is this? Oh, okay, that's his. I was gonna say, is this? I was confused. Why is he doing display capture? Dude. Just do a window capture. Why do you have a display capture? Why you showcase? Why do you have your little, what's that called? Your hotbar? Why do you have your hotbar displayed? Come on.
I don't think there's a reason to remake a game that you've already remade. I don't care if it's on a new engine. They have already, with the MCC, remade Halo CE. Like, you don't need to do it again. And they're doing it without multiplayer, so they're literally just remaking the remake on just the
Yeah, doing it without multiplayer is a terrible idea. They really should have multiplayer. I did not get to experience Halo original multiplayer, and I would have loved to. I mean, I'm interested just in general anyway. Ah, shit. Alright, hold on. Undo current turn. I forgot how this boss works.
Player. That's useless to me. And I read that they're doing the same thing for Halo 2 and 3.
This.
Again, with the MCC, they have already remade Halo 2,
Then
kind of anniversary edition. They don't need to
Then
do it again.
That.
A Halo 3 remake, that is a little more understandable, but still, you already have the MCC, why not just work on a new Halo that's good? And we can forget about, you know, what's been happening recently.
I want to do this.
Now, I want to look it up and see if that's actually true or not. I hope it's very wrong. Because I think that is so silly. I think that is just so silly. If you want to give the Halo series to, like, PlayStation, like, get them involved.
Do I have a woman avatar?
Don't waste years and years.
Oh boy, well that's a long story. Holy Sigma, that prompted a lot of memes. Simple. Because I don't because women are hot. That is Occam's razor at the end of the day. The short story, women are hot. Long story, I got gifted a woman model at first. I was gonna get a male model at one point, and then that never happened. So here we are. I have 4 women models. So Somicidas is like one of them that you'll see occasionally, but you'll usually see the gray-skinned vampire cow, and there was the whole lore of it I made the whole lore of it to make it like accurate. Be like, okay, so there is the cow. So there is the princess. The princess got game ended. Garuga Mesh. I like anime and manga and Gaibang. I still don't know what Smile DK is. Anyways, yeah, Lord, I have the original character that we have that I usually use most is a Vermisi, who is Grayskin Vampire Cow. Lore was Princess. Princess got game ended. Princess turned into a Vampire Cow by me, this current character, because Lamau XD. Am I an anime fan? Bruh, I'm a VTuber. Of course I'm an anime fan. Yep. And then the Vermusi would have a male voice because woman body but male voice because cow mixed with a female body. That's the lore of Vermusi. Well, that's all implied. I should, maybe I should write that in case no one gets the gist. Oh well, but yeah. Female model because the person I wanted to commission for males model never did it. They never got back to me.
Of resources and time remaking your remakes.
Also, but and also women hot.
Remake.
Boobs hot.
Multiplayer planned. We don't have any info on that. New report from Rebs Gaming indicates that there are also plans to remake both Halo 2 and 3, in addition to CE. And is this a reliable source? How reliable? Yesterday I confirmed Halo Studios is planning to remake the original Halo trilogy, and today I'm working on another report about Halo Studios.
It's the game's, again, the funny thing is that even though they're using generative AI, people can dunk on generative AI all they want. The game's probably going to be better because they're using generative AI instead of like having humans. We've had humans make their games. We've had humans made the past 3 Halo games. They were, every single one of them was mediocre at best. I will go on the stand and I will say Halo Infinite was not play tested and complete gas. Gas? Garbage. I will say that Halo Infinite, if we're gonna say like 5 is a mediocre game, I would give it like a 4. It's slightly below mediocre. It's not good. It is incredibly mid. It could have been so much better.
Is this about Gen AI then?
That's the friendo! Yeah.
Was that his next report? I can already just feel the writing on the wall.
I don't know how. I actually forgot how Deal says
happened?
I don't. It's been a while since I watched it. Hey, level 30, let's
go!
go!
Gen AI, Xbox Studios hiring ML experts for Gears and Forza as well.
The game's probably going to be better with generative AI using it, being a part of the lead.
Developers focusing on is
being part of the lead, being at the lead.
By Rebs Gaming, that's who broke this one. Highlights how artificial intelligence is expected to become a pillar of development for future Halo titles. Yeah! That's what we needed! Halo Studios has hired a new chief of staff, Angela Hesian, who previously worked as the global head of gaming safety and trust at Microsoft. However, she also started her own AI consulting company in 2024. We're so back.
Whoa,
Halo's returning to the glory days! Gen AI ought to bring it back. The first thing you think of when you hear AI-generated games is high quality.
To be updated soon.
Now imagine when you take the talent of the former 343 team and couple them with AI, what they can create. The sky's the limit. Unbelievable, man.
Reward info, collect this, splendid.
Whatever, it's not like it was working for them anyway. Like they have been in a rough spot for a while. I can't imagine it.
Can you move anything other than your like hand?
Rebs Gaming is pretty reliable.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Can I move anything than your head? No. Oh no. Nope. Not well. I do have. I do have emotions, but I just don't ever use them because that requires me to stop gaming. I can be bald. I can be angry. I cannot wave. Waving is not. If I waving not allowed. No waving. We can have hands though to game, but no waving. We can have stuff with a funny face. We can have funny face moment. No gaming though. Waving not allowed.
The rumor about the CE remake. Well, he's right there. And this does...
Hands are glued to the desk.
I mean, this is not really a rumor. That's pretty cut and dry. Yeah.
I don't really understand why he shows these parts where he's like talking about it on stream. Because it's so stale.
Good for the future of Halo Studios.
I'll
be honest,
I could become
I
bald.
bought into the hopium that maybe
We can be
rebranding
bald
as Halo
forever.
Studios, switching engines,
Bald
and
is beautiful.
ground up would be a fresh start and be good. It's looking worse. It's looking much worse.
Come on, did he really fall for the gimmick of guys? They changed their name. That means they're gonna be different. Are you stupid? Come on. It's just because you again you can throw shit at the wall and paint it white. There's still shit on the wall. It has a new. It's not. You can have a VTuber say slurs, get canceled for it. Then they come up with a new name. Guess what? That's still the same person that said slurs for fun. Specifically at like, I don't know, a kid in game chat. I don't know. I don't care so much about people saying slurs in general. As long as you're not like doing it to somebody's face in real life, then that's like the limit. That's the limit for me. Otherwise, I don't care.
Oh, that makes me so sad. Why would you fall for that? The same people still work there.
What the
I don't
man?
fucking know, man.
Hey man, if they want to ruin their company even worse, let them. So what? Oh no, we lost nothing. How horrible. We lost a game studio that makes only mediocre games. Oh no, it's like Bungie. Like Bungie now with Marathon. It's like if Bungie never makes Marathon, it's like, oh no, guys, we'll never get Marathon now. Ah, horrendous. Oh, we'll never get a game that nobody was interested in playing to begin with. Ooh.
One of the things I think really fucked them with Halo Infinite was spending like 8 years developing a $500 million slipspace engine that they couldn't even figure out how to use. So I thought by just switching to an engine that they don't have to constantly like tweak and fucking titty twist on, it would save them a lot of trouble and be able to actually focus on making a good game. By the way, that $500 million slipspace engine now retires with only one game ever being made with it. Fucking awesome investment. Was the engine any good? Maybe they should just release it. I don't think anyone wants to touch it. If the people who fucking made the engine couldn't even use it to develop Halo Infinite where they had to like restart twice or whatever, I don't think anyone's gonna want to take the time to try and learn it themselves. That's because they use contractors so they didn't have any time to learn it before they left. Oh wait, is that what happened? I remember the contractor fiasco. I didn't know it was engine related where they just basically bounced without ever teaching them. I didn't know that. Remember how they said adding Team Slayer was a difficult task and might take some time after release? I don't remember that. I just remember how the multiplayer came out. I actually had like a lot of fun with it for a couple weeks, and then I finished everything the multiplayer had to offer, and then for 2 years after that, it stayed exactly the same with nothing in it.
No. They added like they added 2 battle passes that were incredibly terrible. Don't forget about that. They added 2 battle passes over the course of those 2 years. And both of those were terrible, and they had a whole bunch of events that also were like boring because the game itself was boring, because the gameplay loop was boring. There was nothing to grind for, there was nothing to get, there was nothing to show off.
Yeah, it was like 6 maps and nothing else in 3 game modes. They couldn't get Forge out in time. They still never even followed through on the split screen or anything. Oh man. It's so sad. It's so sad.
No, wait, but you're forgetting though. We have co-op now for the campaign. Ooh, we had co-op for all the other Halo campaigns on release, but we got a co-op campaign after the game was released. Ooh, isn't that so cool? Ooh.
Didn't Glitchers find a way to do split screen because they couldn't do it? Yeah, eventually the community found a way to brute force it. Yeah, no, it makes me salty. I just... Especially after replaying the good Halos, I just wish it could somehow get back to that former glory. That's all.
Look at the amount of ads in this single screen. I'm covering 2 of them. 2 of them are behind me. Let's see, hold on. Look at that. There's 2 of them that are behind me. You have 1, 2, 3. You can't even see my cursor. There you go. Now you can. 1 right here. 2, 3. Why are there 3 ads here? Why is this one constantly like having a rotation of ads? Bro, has bro never heard of an ad blocker before? Always use an ad blocker.
I just hate to see what's happened to this.
Maybe he couldn't review the article if he didn't turn it off, though. That might be why.
Recognize there are people out there that are excited about remaking the original trilogy again. I just am not one of them. I really can't fathom why you would be excited about that. They have already remade...
I mean, it's not really about excitement. It's just having an excuse to, like, play it again. I don't think there's anybody that's genuinely excited. Unless somebody wants to see, like... Well... Maybe people are excited, because that's the one thing 343 did that was not terrible, is when they remade Halo 2, with when they released the Master Chief Collection, and they remade... No, they didn't remake. They kind of remake. No, yeah, they did remake. They remade the cutscenes. Dude, those cutscenes for Halo 2 Anniversary, or the Halo 2 remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, that's beautiful. That is awesome. I loved it. Like, you can still enjoy, like, the original graphics in those cutscenes, but dude, the graphics, the animation, that was amazing. Like, I think 343 should just put their money into remaking / remastering games, because that's the one thing that they did right. That was the one good thing they did, and because they never had. Here's the thing with remakes and remasters. You don't have to worry about writing. It's done for you. You don't have to worry about the level design. It's done for you. You don't have to worry about the gameplay. It's done for you. All you have to do is just take the buildings that exist and then change what the shit looks like in Blender. Same thing with, like, the cutscenes. You just have to change around everything in Blender. And then maybe you update the engine a little. Maybe you add, like, Easter eggs and maybe some, I don't know, maybe like 1 or 2 extra things to, like, skulls, more skulls, whatever. But otherwise, the 3 core things are completely done for you. And that was the only time 343 did anything that was worthwhile. So yeah, it makes sense why they're doing this. You can hate it all you want, but in my eyes and their eyes, it was the one thing that they did right. That is the only thing that they can do and have proven to do correctly.
Once. They have already done an upgrade to Halo 2 once as well. Why do it again? Like, I don't care.
Because it made them money. Because it worked. That's exactly why. It worked, and people loved it. I loved it. Now, would I pay $60 for Halo 1, 2, and 3? Absolutely not. Just to, like, see, like, them a new graphics and a new coat of paint and the cutscenes updated. No, I would not pay money for that. Oh yeah, another thing too. They don't have to pay for voice actors either. Maybe they don't have to, because they already own that. They already own the dialogue in the games. They already paid the voice actors for their work. But again, it's what worked for them before. It's gonna work for them again. And when they go on sale for like maybe $15, maybe then I'll probably buy it all. I would.
Care that it's a new engine.
Hi Zorello, welcome, and hope you're doing great.
Like, I don't care if it's prettier and whatever. In fact, I prefer the old look of those games.
Yeah, you're in the minority here, buddy. I think you're in the minority here. Or most people, or at least other people, just don't care what the graphics look like. They just want an excuse again.
I like the originals. I don't need them remade and then remade again. I would much rather Halo go forward as opposed to just staying in the past for all of these, like, nostalgia trip moments. Like, you remember this? Well, check it out now with ray tracing. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're crying about it, but again, no, you just said you've been criticizing them. The last, like, 3 games they made were abysmal dog shit. Why try and make more abysmal dog shit when you can just redo what was already good? and know it's gonna sell at least something to some people.
Make a good Halo again. That's what I really want, and I truly
try and make a good Halo again. My brother in Christ, they have proven they can't do that. Like, the story of Halo Infinite is good. It's not mid. It's not bad. It's not average. It's not great. It's good. There is a lot of flaws, but it's not like Halo 4 or Halo 5. But again, it wasn't their moneymaker. Remaking Halo 2 was their moneymaker.
Understand the decision to remake CE
Voice
and then not
points out a shotgun.
That is actually like a crazy stupid idea. That is an indefensible notion. I do not
be
get
surprised
that whatsoever.
He would be so
again,
mad seeing a VTuber like me criticize him over and over like this.
I just don't have any confidence in them to. I really don't. This feels like they are completely directionless and just stuck trying to recreate the magic of the past.
Yeah, of course they're directionless. Because you know why they're also directionless? Because people hated the ending. People criticize them for the ending of Halo Infinite. People criticize them because the reboot of Halo Infinite didn't make any sense, because all these characters that you started interacting with in 4 and 5 just completely disappear now. And Master Chef had like different armor, and Cortana was also gone, but you also had Cortana again. Like, the story was confusing. It didn't really make sense. It makes sense as a standalone game, but as a addition to the Halo universe with its 7 games, it's 7 like mainline games. Actually, no, it's like 6 mainline games. Then you have ODST to spin off, and then Spartan and Wars. It doesn't make sense in the series of Halo with all that other like lore, especially with the Master Chief lore. The 5 previous Halo games with all the Master Chief lore, the game just doesn't make sense. I don't think he's thinking before he's speaking.
They're not even really trying to do that. They're just trying to once again show you the magic of the past, made by people that don't work at the current studio that's showing you it. So like, I just think there's so little to be excited about with that direction.
Luckily,
and I know
Jimmy
I already
would
addressed this on
slip.
stream. I've seen the cope where people are saying this is to introduce a new generation of Halo to get them excited about it on like PlayStation and everything. Okay, great. Give them the MCC. That is the whole point of the MCC. Why would you waste all this time and money doing this for that?
Because it's gonna sell.
Already have the MCC. Give them that.
Because it's gonna sell.
I don't like
People
it.
are stupid.
I do not
it's
like
gonna
the green
sell.
eggs and ham here. And I really don't like the Gen AI
you can cry about all you want. You're in the minority.
Reportedly present
it's
here
gonna
at
sell.
Microsoft and Halo Studios for their upcoming Halo titles. They were already slop before AI was introduced. I can only imagine how much worse it will get with that.
Yeah, they were slop. AI is actually probably gonna make it better now. If anything, the game might be funny. At worst, the game will be funny. The serious, like, Marine game might be funny now. Whether it's on purpose or not.
Like, again, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it's looking like it can. If they are truly going all in on Gen AI for Halo games coming up, there is just no hope. So yeah, I've been yapping about this for a bit now, I know. But I just really love this franchise and really hate what's happened to it. And it's not looking like there's any greener pastures coming up or anything like really shining bright in the future with Halo Studios here at the helm. But I guess maybe the multiplayer game might have some potential. I don't know. I can't believe I'm still latching on to Hopium here, but I just had to whine about it a little bit more. That's really about it. So yeah.
Wah, wah.
I told you she wasn't permanently... Oh my god.
It takes a big man to resist.
Alright, well yeah, that was that Moist Critical video. I mean, obviously you can... Well, you can tell I disagree with him. Well, I wouldn't even say I disagree with him. I would just say that he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the full picture. That's what I think, is that Moist Critical does not understand the full picture. Despite that, though, he's good. Be sure to like and subscribe to him. Yeah.